Okay, this is Jack from teachingeslonline.com. Now, today we're going to talk about why you should start using email marketing in your business. Now, this is for you if you are an online teacher, if you have a small business, if you are a content creator like a YouTuber. I'm going to look at some specific examples for YouTube. And email marketing is at the center of everything I do as an online teacher. Now, if you don't know who I am an online language teacher, and I also have this channel as well. So I sell online courses and training programs for language learners and teachers. Now, the vast majority of these sales come through email marketing. So I'm going to talk about the reasons why you should start email marketing today. And I'm also just going to talk about the process of getting things set up. Now, if you would like to get things set up in a step-by-step manner, you can take my training. It's free to take. There is a link in the description. Just enter your details and you'll get access to lesson 0 and lesson 1 straight away. Now, you have 5 days to take this training. So there is some urgency there, which is one of the reasons to use email marketing. But this training is going to help you get everything set up. So if you want to learn more about the ins and outs of it, then check that out. But today we're going to look at reasons why you should start using email marketing as an online creator, a teacher, or a small business. If you're a big business too. Firstly, here are some stats from me. I get around 114 new email subscribers per day. So every day, 114 people on average subscribe to my email list. And over 200,000 people have joined my email list in total. That is using 2 brands. I'd say around 150,000 have been English language learners. Now, like I said before, it's at the center of my sales process. So when I make sales for courses, people, generally speaking, go through my email marketing system first. I say it's around 70% at the moment. So around 70% of people who buy from me do so through email. When I launch something new, that number is higher. It's more like 90 to 95%. Now, I'm going to just talk about 6 reasons why to use it now. And the first one is this. You own the contacts. Okay, now this is no small thing. When it comes to, let's just use a creator. Like, let's say you are a teacher of some sort. You teach lessons online. You create stuff on social media, and then you sell stuff too. We're going to use that as an example throughout this. But the number one reason, or the first reason I should say, is that you own your contacts. This is true when you compare it to things like YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. You don't own those contacts. Now, there's a big scary reason why you don't own your contacts and why this is risky. And that is maybe your channel gets deleted. Maybe you make a mistake, or maybe you are a little controversial and things get deleted. Or the less scary reason is that maybe your channel just doesn't get any traction anymore. Now, we can see this in terms of Facebook. So back in the day, 5 years ago, people had big audiences on Facebook. Thousands of people liked their posts. Now, that is much lower due to the nature of the platform now. With email, you own these contacts. So when you start an email list, these contacts who sign up to your email list, you can take these with you to a new email service provider. You can export your contacts and import them somewhere else. This is something you own. You own those details. And a good way to think about it is that you see people's email address. You have a list of people's email addresses and then information next to that based on if they've bought something from you, if they've done something in your business. With social media, you don't have that. You don't get access to people's information. It's a big reason to start email. A big, big reason. Number 2 is that you can sell things on Autopilot. Now, look at that picture. This is this isn't too complex, but it's a funnel where when somebody takes an action, and there are a series of emails that go out to people depending on when they signed up and also what they do during the funnel. Okay, now a funnel is a marketing term which just describes what's going on here. People get email 1, email 2, email 3 after signing up. All of this is done on autopilot. I wrote these emails that you can see here 3 years ago, I think, 2 years ago maybe. And they've been sent out thousands and thousands of times, over 100,000 times for this funnel alone. Now, when you think about it, having to interact with people on a one-to-one basis in order to tell them this information, to give them this information, to lead them down a path, you just couldn't do it. This is a way that you can scale your teaching and scale the message that you are giving people. Now, the funnel I built here is just one example. There are so many different ways that you can sell on autopilot. But in a nutshell, and I'm just going to share this picture again. Oh, sorry, I realized I don't have my audio set up when I do that. But that picture, what basically it's saying is that people will subscribe to your email list through a lead magnet. They'll come from social media. So you're using social media to leverage your email subscribers. But they might come from your website, from advertising, from elsewhere, from word of mouth, for example, a podcast, etc. The next thing they do is you send out emails to them. So when they sign up, you can automate this process like we looked at here, and then they'll buy something from you. So this reason is important if you have something to sell right now. But if you don't, still start email marketing, because we're going to see why later. So let's just say you have a service to offer or a course or a digital product. It could be anything. You can sell this on autopilot using email marketing. Now, in the free training that I talked about before, there is a link in the description. I talk about how to entice people to sign up to your emails, how to get them onto your list in the first place. And this is mainly through a landing page and a lead magnet. If you don't know what that is, definitely sign up to that free training. Now, sell on autopilot. Reason number 3, boost your YouTube channel. Okay. Now, this is a big one. If you have a YouTube channel, you know how much at the start you just want views. Just how important those views are, especially in the beginning. They never stop being important, but you want to gain that initial momentum in order to reach a stage where things are just ticking over nicely on YouTube. And a great way to do this is through email. And you can use email and YouTube in tandem, where YouTube is sending, this is going to be my YouTube hand, YouTube is sending email subscribers to your email list. And then your email list is sending views on YouTube or driving people to your YouTube channel. And then the more that your YouTube channel grows, the more your email marketing list grows. The more your email marketing list grows, the more YouTube views and interaction and signals to YouTube that it should push your videos. Hopefully that makes sense. But basically, they both work in tandem together. Now, I sell things now, so I have things to sell, but also I use email marketing to boost my YouTube views. So during that initial funnel, what I do is I send people to my YouTube videos. One of them is about test your level of English, so I send people to that video. I also send them to another video further along the list. But what happens next is, once they've gone through that initial funnel, this might sound quite confusing, they then go into another funnel, which is all about giving them content, YouTube videos, just information in the emails, which is constantly boosting views on my YouTube channel. which then will lead to a share, a subscribe, another video watch. Someone else will watch it because of that interaction. And it's just a way to boost your channel. So if you're thinking about growing a channel right now, whether it's on YouTube, a podcast, your Facebook page, Instagram, it could be anything, use email marketing to boost your audience with this. It's such a powerful way to do it. It's such a powerful way to do it, especially when you're starting out, when you need that early momentum. But even when you have a large subscriber base, I currently have 335,000 subscribers on my other YouTube channel. I'm still generating views through my email marketing efforts. So that's reason number 3. Now let's just check out the chat. Justin is here. Why are YouTube views so important? So YouTube views, for me, I'll just bring up my picture so I can explain this. So YouTube views are really important when it comes to building a channel. This is one of the metrics that YouTube just plays into mind when it comes to promoting videos. The more you send people to your channel, the more likely they're going to promote your channel to new people. Now, YouTube, in terms of a marketing source on its own, is very good for me and very good for a lot of my friends who are also in this niche, because a lot of the content is evergreen, and it's a way for you to put your ideas and your teachings and whatever it is you're creating in front of new people. And then a certain amount of those people are going to sign up to your email list, and then a certain amount of those people are going to buy something from you. So what I'm doing is this double technique where I'm using YouTube as a content marketing platform to then boost my sales, but I'm also using my email marketing platform to boost the YouTube views, so then that will snowball into even more new people. But also, just in terms of what YouTube does, it's also a revenue income stream through advertising, monetization, memberships, super chats, etc., mainly through ad content. So I'm trying to build up that ad content as well to bring in this other revenue source. But great question. Okay, let's go to reason number 4 now. Reason 4 is to build an audience for the future. So we had a look at this before, sell an autopilot, but what if you don't have anything to sell right now? Well, you can build an audience now for the future. And when I talked about how the sales funnel leads to ongoing sales, there's a picture here. The picture gives away what I'm talking about because it's a launch. Now, let's say you launch a new course. You need an audience to sell that course to. If you don't have an audience to sell the course to, you're not going to make any sales. That's why if you're thinking about offering services and products in the future, and you're building those right now, start email marketing now, because email marketing is a way that you're going to make the most amount of sales. A lot of sales are going to come through your email list. When I first launched the To Fluency program and the Teach English online course, all my sales came through my email list. Even for a course I built a long time ago, where I had around 1,000 people on my email list, I had 29 people sign up for that course. It works. It works. So the idea is to build up that email list. And then in the future, when you have something to sell, you can then launch it. Now, I talk about launching and the emails to write in that free training. So there's a link in the description to that. But this is important to start now. If you want to sell something in the future, start building an audience before you release the product. Now, reason 5 is to connect with your audience in a real way. And this is focusing on the types of emails or the type of message that you can send when you are using email. Now, think about when you post a video on YouTube. It's very different the type of language you use on YouTube to what you write in an email. Because YouTube goes out, it's a video. It's usually people are expecting in the English language world some type of lesson. If you just make it very salesy, then people won't respond in the right kind of way. But on email, this is accepted. The type of message that you can give to people by email is very different to what you can give on social media. Now, that's talking about the salesy types of things, but also you can ask for advice, you can ask questions, and you can get feedback. So through email, it's a great way to connect with your audience and to ask some questions. Let's be specific about building a course. You can share parts of your course to your audience and get feedback on it. You can ask people to respond to your emails and tell you what they think about what you're doing at the moment, to get feedback on stuff, to get feedback on ideas for the future, to ask them what lessons you should make next. So email just has this way of, the way that you communicate with people is more real when it comes through email. The type of language you're going to use is different to that of a YouTube video, for example. And reason number 6 is it has the best reach. This isn't true of everyone when it comes to, let's say, a new YouTube channel, which has this momentum and everyone's so invested in it. You might have 1,000 subscribers and you're getting 800 views from those subscribers because it's new. But like we've seen with Facebook in the past, like we've seen with Snapchat, like we've seen with MySpace as an older example, VK for me, there are certain social media channels where people just stop using them. And this can happen with YouTube. Your subscribers can just stop using the platform. But with email, generally speaking, people check their email 5 times a day. People check their email more on average than a certain social media channel. It has the best reach. So when I send out an email to language teachers, I have about 12,000 people at the moment who receive emails, the types of emails I'm sending right now. 18,000 on the YouTube platform. But about 2,000 people to 3,000 people open my emails. But the average subscriber numbers on YouTube is around 200 to 300. It has the best reach. It's there. Constantly people are opening their emails, and people will open an email from you if you have a good headline. So those are the reasons. Number 1, it's you own your contacts. Number 2, you can sell things on Autopilot by creating email sales funnels. Number 3, you can boost your YouTube channel or your social media channels. 4, you can build an audience for the future if you want to sell something in the future. 5, you're going to connect with people in a real way. And 6, it has the best reach. So that's what I wanted to talk about today when it comes to email marketing. There are certain things to bear in mind when it comes to email marketing. The first one is you're going to have to entice people to sign up to your email list. Just saying subscribe is not enough. You have to give something away for free. And then from there, you need to build a good landing page so that people will actually convert, so that they want to get what you are offering. Now, I've just made a lesson, a video here, where I talked about how I got over 40% conversion rate on my landing pages. Some of them are close to 50 now. And I've just updated my latest one, so hopefully that's going to get a much higher rate. Now, if you want to watch that video, there's a link in the description. But again, if you have any doubts, just take the free training. It's not going to be free for much longer, so definitely take that now. And if you've enjoyed this, then please press that like button. It does help me reach more people. Subscribe if you are new to this channel, and share it with a friend. Okay.